Hi, Dongning. Well, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff announcing just a couple of hours ago that it detected two unidentified projectiles fired off into waters east of the Korean Peninsula. We now know that these are believed to have indeed been two short-range ballistic missiles launched from a central inland part of the country. Now, this, of course, comes just 2 days after the DPRK announced that it had test-fired a long-range cruise missile this past weekend. Of course, this latest missile test would be the first ballistic test since late March. There have been several other short-range tests conducted this year, including one back in late January, just after U.S. President Joe Biden was inaugurated. Now, military officials here say they're working closely with U.S. intelligence to analyze the exact details, including the range and trajectory of this short-range ballistic missile. Those results are thought to come out in the next couple of days or possibly weeks, but this latest test, if it's indeed a ballistic missile launch, it would be in direct violation of UN sanctions currently imposed on the DPRK.
Right, and Japan said this projectile didn't land in the Japanese Sea. Are there any more reactions from South Korea and Japan?
Well, Japan's Coast Guard confirming that a projectile indeed landed outside its exclusive economic zone, or EEZ. Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga condemned the launch. He called it, quote, outrageous. Now, both Mr. Suga and South Korean President Moon Jae-in convened emergency sessions of their respective national security councils to discuss the latest developments. The latest, of course, comes amid a stalemate in nuclear talks. And it just so happens that Chinese Foreign Minister Mr. Wang Yi is here in Seoul at the moment, where he held talks with his South Korean counterpart this morning and also paid a visit to South Korean President Moon. Also, remember, there have been reports recently that the DPRK has reactivated a plutonium reactor at its main nuclear complex, and this also comes just a couple of weeks after South Korea and the U.S. concluded their annual joint military drills. So it'll be interesting to see how this latest development will affect situations here and whether it will lead to bringing relevant parties back to the negotiating table to prevent any further escalation in tensions and getting us any closer to resolving the denuclearization issue.